Okay, so our third chapter is going to be extending our current setup. For now, we're going to start adding reporters as the first step. And here we're going to start with the Allure Reporter, which is a popular tool in the WebdriverIO ecosystem. It allows you to create an HTML report. That report allows you to look into the test failures and the amount of tests that have been flaky. I can show how it looks as a screenshot. It's a nice report. There are also other reporters that you can try during this chapter. I mainly use the Allure Reporter to have a HTML report, but there's also the Mocha Awesome Reporter and some others that you can try out as well. But for this chapter, we want to focus on the Allure Reporter. And please take a look at the documentation for the reporter. It tells you how to integrate it easily. And the goal of it is that your test then afterwards should have an Allure report directory that you can just serve statically with an HTTP server downloaded from NPM. You can also, if you run those tests on Jenkins later on or in CI/CD and other CI/CD tools that can be used to refer your CI/CD server to those HTML reports and have the CI/CD server render those apps and logs. So that's quite nice. I've seen a lot of people using it together with Jenkins. Allure has a Jenkins integration that's nice to work with, where next to all your runs, you can see a link to the Allure report. Have a look at I don't know why it's the third point here. You can use the Allure CLI, and in the next step, we are going to automate that that the HTML is automatically generated. Allure just creates XML files, which are the test results. And in the documentation, you can see here that if you install the Allure command line tool from the website, which is, or just an NPM wrapper, Allure minus command line minus sipdef. You can install you can generate the HTML once your tests have been executed. And this is it first looks like an annoying step to do to create the HTML report, which is true. And so that's why our next chapter will be to automate that, to make this part of our setup. That's an interesting challenge when you build frameworks like that, if you really limit yourself to the capabilities and really focus on doing it for one specific environment, you will have less challenges to have these integrations. So for WebdriverIO that wants to run in every environment, we get a lot of bug reports for mobile, for web, for any kind of environment that people run the tests in. The same for reporters. If you want to have a rich ecosystem with reporters, there are often challenges to integrate them well, but that's why the WebdriverIO can be extended by all these reporters here easily, so that this job does not become your job anymore. I think even with the version 7 of WebdriverIO, which will be released next month, there are even more reporters available. Yeah, we have a bunch of more. Markdown reporter. Some of those will be added. So everyone who has different kind of interest and requirements to have reports generated, they can easily create their own reporter themselves, which is also something that we look into later.
Yeah, it looks like maybe Allure needs Java from what I'm seeing from people.
Allure requires Java 8 or higher. Okay, for that, for the people that don't have Java installed and don't want to install Java, we can do the same work or the same task with the Mocha Awesome report. I think that one is a little bit outdated. I'm not sure how updated that one is, but it should still work, I think. Or there's a different HTML reporter here that can be used.
Maybe even, okay, you want to show up an HTML reporter. I was going to say just a spec reporter could do too.
Oh, yeah, that comes out of the box, but this one is about adding. But yeah, you can try multiple reporters. for different Unit 1.
Hey, Christian, do you know one that won't require maybe Java and that we can just set up quickly and easily for everyone so they can see?
Let me try with the Mocha Awesome reporter.
Personal preference of mine for this is one of the reasons is I actually never use reporters in my test automation because we can see one of the challenges they pose is just an extra barrier to entry. I personally prefer just logging all my output to the console, and then when we set up a CI pipeline, usually those like you guys will see today, they can handle all the reporting that we need. So I haven't used reporters in probably at least 5 years. Yeah, to be honest, guys, we don't have to get this 100% right because we have a lot more fun, cool stuff along the way anyway. So if you don't get the reporter fully down, again, the solutions are there for you all afterwards, and then you can give it a shot on your own if you feel like the reporter is super relevant to you.